Well, good morning, everybody. Chuck here with No Time to Be Sad. And yes, Mom is going back to America. It's not clickbait. It's really happening. Right now, it's just a visit, not to move, but I'll explain here in just a minute. Hey, y'all. Chuck here with No Time to Be Sad. And this is my beautiful wife of 15 years, Paige. We downsized, saved, and liquidated to quit our lifestyle in America of living for things to a life of wherever it might take us. We moved to Thailand November of 2016. We currently live Thai style on the Mekong River in a town called ThatPhanom in the province of NakhonPhanom. This is my wonderful Thai family. Every day for us is an adventure, and we spend most of our time exploring and living for the moment. We know nothing lasts forever, and we try to enjoy every new day we have. I don't have time for things that really don't matter in my life. So there you have it. No time to be sad. So I knew this was kind of brewing for some time. Mom is bored. I know she's bored. She doesn't have anybody to talk to. She's not really a social person, so it's difficult. I think she likes to hear conversation in the distance, maybe not be apart. She's not antisocial, but she likes her privacy, I'll just say. And she hasn't really connected with that right person in Thailand that she can relate to yet. She wants to go visit her sister. Her sister lives in close to Biloxi, Mississippi. And my mom lives here in Thailand with me. Whatever happens to Mom, I'm responsible for Mom. Mom, at this point in her life, she doesn't want to live in like a, I don't know, she says old folks home. They have different words for it, different things. It's not what she wants to do. She likes her freedom. She's kind of minimal on her freedom because her legs are not very strong, but she gets around pretty good, but she needs assistance most of the time. She can go in short bursts. So I haven't slept much last night, mainly because I have a stomach cramp. I've chipped a tooth. I was supposed to go to the dentist today. I'm going to put that off. And then I was going to go do my pink card yellow book today. So I'm going to put that off too. So we've got to make this happen pretty quick. She wants to go for 2 months, so she has to be back in time to do her visa extension, which will be plenty of time. So we've got to take care of that, because if you stay out of the country when that expires, then you have to start the process over again. Won't be too bad because she has money in the bank. She just has to get go through the hassle of all the paperwork and stuff. So I don't foresee Mom living in America. Ultimately, it's Mom's choice. She can do whatever Mom wants to do. She's Mom. However, I can't take care of her from abroad, and I have no plans on going back. I've made things pretty comfortable for Mom here. We've done quite a bit of stuff running around trying to find that perfect thing. We haven't yet. But I understand. I was there too, like a couple years, and being in Thailand, I got really trapped in a corner and really felt like I need to get back home. Not permanent, but I need to get a feeling of some calmness, I guess. And then when I got there, I was ready to come back immediately. So Mom says she wants to go, not just hang out with her sister. She misses beef hot dogs and Walmart. So whatever that means. But she's got a list of things that she wants to get, and good for her. I can't go with her. The problem is that everybody right now is locked into their life. Like a lot of stuff is happening, and me and Paige have nowhere we can really stay. Not only that, Mom wants to stay for 2 months. So I'm making arrangements right now to try to make this work. So there's many options of flying. I know a lot of people will give me suggestions, but I have to time this right for pickup in Biloxi, layover times, time for my mom to get into the, assistance to the next place. There's a lot of things that I have to coordinate to try to make this less inconvenient for everybody. So, and the only effort I really need to do is I just need to make sure that I get the right ticket, the right flight. But there'll be some lag time. She's gonna have to be patient. It's a long flight. I found a flight to go direct to Biloxi, Gulfport, Mississippi, but it's not a direct flight. It's I'll tell you right now, I don't have the plane ticket, but I'm looking at one that kind of suits our needs. It's about $1,400 round trip, which I thought was pretty good. Of course, I haven't got to the part where you need to pick your seat. I don't think that'll be a big deal. We'll have to. I don't think picking the seat's that big of a deal for her. She's just traveling by herself. So I don't even know why I'm talking about that at this point. But I'm looking at Korean Air. It's a big Boeing 777, and then it's actually from here to Korea. It's a Dreamliner. It's that gigantic plane, and then from Seoul to Atlanta, Georgia, is a Boeing 747, big body plane there. And then from there, this Korean Air is linked up with Delta. So chances are when she gets into America, she'll switch on a Delta flight to Gulfport, Mississippi, where she'll be flying a small Boeing 717 because it's a small airport there. It's not a big. I flew there a few times because my daughter was stationed there for some time, and it was like a 2-1 seater, you know. So we've got to do this pretty quick. We've got some plans already planned, just me and Mom here in the next few days. So we'll have to coordinate all of this with that already planned trip that we can cancel, but she said she doesn't want to. So we're going to be, I'll discuss all the details. Right now, today, I got a big suitcase I want to bring her that she can use. We'll have to get her extra. We're flying into Suvarnabhumi Airport. And then I'm going to actually fly with her to Suvarnabhumi Airport, make sure she gets assistance from here to there, or when she arrives at the airport, make sure she has assistance. We go to the ticket counter, and I make sure that the Korean Air knows that she needs assistance throughout the whole trip. So I've got to get her phone data stuff. I want to get her some traveler's insurance. Tomorrow is a holiday, a government holiday. So today I'm going to have to take her to immigration and get her a single entry stamp, which is 1,000 baht. I'm so tired right now. I have a multiple entry stamp, so I don't have to worry about that. My mom's didn't plan on leaving the country more than 4 times anyway. So we've got to do that. I know you can do it at the airport, and I don't suggest that. I've never suggested that because normally, there's the paperwork Olympics when you're dealing with immigration. Why mess with that at the counter? Unless you just don't have a lot of time in Thailand, you're rush, and you don't have the time to run to your local immigration and get a stamp, then I guess that's what you have to do. But we're going to do that here. And it's just a form. I think it's a TM8. I don't know. I'll let you know later. It doesn't really matter. You can get the form there. But on the back of the form, they want a picture, like a passport picture. If you get that done at the airport, maybe they have a place there that does it's just like you may have to do several steps. Why do it at the airport? Why get to the airport 2 hours earlier than you really need to be there? I know you need to be there a few hours early international, but I'm talking 2 hours prior to that to deal with that hassle. So we're going to deal with that either today or not tomorrow, but the next day. So, I'm just trying to get pricing done. I'm going to go take her to Bangkok. It's just going to be me. I don't want Paige to to try to really, to be honest with you, the whole thing with Paige, my mom, I mean, it's like me and Mafia. Like, I don't interfere with Paige taking care of her mom. You guys don't see that because I'm taking them on trips and stuff like that. It's a little different with Paige, you know. It's just not like she's going to take my mom on a trip, but she does, you know, what she can do for my mom, you know, other than me, you know, she just doesn't want to interfere. So I asked her to stay back. I'm going to just take her to the airport, deal with all that stuff. I can speak enough Thai to get everything handled, and then I'm going to spend the night and make you guys a wonderful video, me wandering around, lost probably at a suit shop in Bangkok. I was going to go play some golf this morning. I don't know, I had like a stomach cramp, maybe from, who knows, enough of my problems. Mitch is having eye surgery at the moment. You can watch Mitch's channel, talk to Mitch about that. But he had a couple of mishaps while we were gone. He survived, but he's got a detached retina. How did it happen? I don't know. We were way up, 10,000 feet up in a mountain. He had a little bit of a head cold. It could have happened there. He did fall when he first got there, messed up his leg pretty bad. He said he kind of tapped his head on a flower pot. Maybe it happened that, and it just, who knows? But it's detached. And it happened a day before we were leaving. He wanted to go to the hospital, and I said, no, it's up to you, but this is a kind of a little bit of a procedure, and you have to go a couple of times. I would suggest you probably go to Chiang Rai to make sure it gets handled by the same person. But, you know, you read up on it, it says you have typically, a few days before it becomes a problem. So he ended up going and getting that taken care of today. I haven't heard back from him yet. His vision was about 50-50, I think, by the time he got. They couldn't do it yesterday because the doctor didn't have a schedule, so they went back early this morning to get it done. The cost, he said, is 150,000 baht. I don't know if there'll be any more fees after that. Klaus had that done in Hua Hin. I always talk about how Hua Hin is not the cheapest place in the world. But Hua Hin charged Klaus 500,000 baht for the same procedure. So we'll see how that turns out. My mom had her hip surgery in Hua Hin, and she could have had the same procedure here for about 250,000 baht less for the same hospital, basically. So anyway, that's a different story. That was an emergency. She had to have that done. But we'll find out how the outcome is on that, and I'll keep you guys posted. And yeah, that's what's happening. I'm going to go right now into town, and I've been wanting to play golf. So I feel a little better now, but I'm tired. I may have got 3 hours of sleep. I need to clear my mind. Maybe I'll get a cart, have somebody drive me around to my balls. Go visit mom and see about taking her to the immigration. That shouldn't take very long. So yeah, got my hands full, and we've got a lot of things happening. I didn't schedule our next trip yet, but I'm trying to make the world go round. And I know probably I don't have to do everything, but I feel like I can get it done. This is how I've always been, this why I was really good at my business, because I'm good at scheduling and I'm good at making things work. I'm good at fixing things, fixing problems too. So I have to do this and get it right for her. She can't do it like this, just no way. For one, she doesn't speak Thai. And I could put her on the plane here and ship her out there, and they'll probably be waiting at the terminal for her, or at the, I think I know in Don Muang you have to get on a bus. So I'd rather her, I don't know. I'm going to Bangkok, and that's just it. So, yeah. Good morning. I talked a lot this morning. Well, I am at Mom's. I had a great game of golf today. Anyway, this is mine that I bought, kind of a throwdown. to bring a bunch of stuff in America. And what I did was I packed actually 2 suitcases in this, a medium and a carry-on. And then, because you're allowed to bring back a few, so anyway. Okay, well, here's Mom. That form I was telling you about is a TM8. So we got to get that figured out. So Mom's going to America. Mom, why do you want to go to America?
I'm going to see my sister.
Yeah.
And visit the museum of Walmart.
You know, it's probably not going to be like you remember it.
Yeah, but it's one-stop shopping.
Okay.
You can buy a battery, or you can buy a toothbrush, or whatever you need.
Are you just going to look, or are you just planning on buying a bunch of little things that you miss or something? Or?
Yeah, I would like to buy some cotton things.
I mean, you're not going to try to ship a container of shit over here, are you?
No, I don't need hardly anything, but you know, they sell cotton in my size.
Yeah.
I can't get my size here.
I need that pen you just had.
Yeah, I was going to bring it, and I thought you had one.
So 2 months, huh?
Yeah, I was sitting next to the pool. My brother-in-law is going to go see his grandkids.
Yeah.
And
Just going to be you and Janet?
it's just going to be me and her. She wanted to know.
She don't want to come to Thailand?
Well, I don't know. I'll ask her when I get there, but she probably would sometime. She said she wanted to get a facelift, and I'm like,
I mean, why don't she come back with you?
I don't know. I'll have to talk to her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, too. All right, let me fill this out. All right, we got our TM8 filled out. Hopefully we don't need anything else. You can download all these forms on the immigration website, and you can have them in preparation of going to immigration, you know? So let's see how it works out. Oh, we are here at the NakhonPhanom immigration, just down the street. Looks like a good day to come. Okay, mission complete. Since my mom got a single entry visa, a single entry stamp, the immigration officer requires Mom to come back and check in with a TM30 that says you're back here in NakhonPhanom at the same address. So TM30, all the copies of the passport again, a copy of the landlord's registry and ID card, and that's it. I don't have to do it because I have a multiple entry, but it's not required. That's what my immigration says. I don't know about yours. Well, here's what's for dinner. All right, guys, gonna end the video. I've got everything booked for Mom, waiting on a confirmation to the flight to Bangkok still, but the flight from Bangkok to Biloxi, Mississippi is booked. We'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll see you guys in the morning. Bye.